Alright guys, welcome back to Golden Sun. This is part 6, and we were talking to McCoy, I believe. Sorry for the recent down, whatever, I haven't released a video in a few days, sorry for that. I was actually out of town, so. Alright, so, now McCoy is asking to see us to determine whether we are strong enough warriors or not. Hooray. I assume we don't look that strong, but to be honest, we're quite badass. So, now he's complaining that we're children. And, do you expect that we... Well, he has some sort of accent, I don't know what that is. But yes, we can save Kolima. Kolima is the next town we have to go to, I believe. Well, we don't have to go there, but I want to go there to get the next Djinn. So, that's always important to get. And, yes, him calling me children is not that irritating because we are children. Alright, so... If you say no, it'll just loop around over and over again, so just say yes and get it over with. Or, if you say no the first time, just say no. Because, as you can see, I just screwed that up and said no, then yes. Which makes Mado just repeat the question. So now, Mado is saying that Jolt doesn't look too happy. Because he's afraid that he will be turned into a tree and most likely die. Now, apparently Dark is Jolt's role model. I wouldn't say that I'm his role model in real life, but let's just say that I am. Alright, so this guy, or the guard, is wondering what's wrong with McCoy. But he's claiming that since we're children, he doesn't really want to send us. So the guy has a heart, I'll give him that. But then he takes away the key. That's not that good. So we are gonna have to find another way. Wonderful. But at least the guy cares about us, because he's saying that he can't send us to a certain doom. But if we somehow survive and save Kolima, then we should be good. But the one problem, we cannot get through the barricade. But, so this guy, he's forcing us out. We can't move on, looks like. So now we're all sad. But, as we leave, this soldier comes back. He says that he's sorry, and tells us a piece of very important information. But, we're gonna say no, that we won't promise. So we are persistent, and he gives us this piece of information. You may not need a key. But then he realized that he was stupid for telling us that, because now he knows that we're gonna go there. So, let's head down to the barricade now. First I'm gonna check my equipment. I seem fine. Am I able to organize? If I can. Oh, L and A. So L and A, arrange. Okay, I just like to do that just because it keeps your equipped weapons on top. You don't have to do it. It's just something I like to do. So we're gonna head down here and run to a fight. So as I'm killing this, I'll explain this barricade. What the barricade is it's basically a giant block of wood in your way. Now, to be quite honest, I do not understand at all how they expect us to get through, or how they expect us to get through with a key. You'll see that in just a moment. So, we're going to continue down here, and here's the barricade. So, I'm pretty sure you don't understand what I mean, because there is no room for a key at all. So, what we're going to have to do, we're going to use our move Psynergy, and what do you know? Instant door. Oh well, it looks like the Billabin people are not doing too good. Alright, so over here there's a stack of trees. There's a tree that looks like a person. So, again, we're going to hit select, because this worked with the last one. We are going to use Mind Read. They're so heavy. Looks like this, well, first of all, it's not that natural to have 3 trees stacked on top of each other. It's kind of weird, actually. So, we're actually gonna help that person on the tree. So, what we're gonna have to do is kill off these guys. Use all Psynergy, because I'm awesome like that. And it's just the most efficient way to kill these things. But as you can see, ground type or earth type attacks, I still have Pokemon on the brain. But earth type attacks, they are not gonna do very much. So now we're going to enter the town of Kolima. And our good friend Mado describes how it's way too quiet. If you didn't notice already, all the people were turned into trees. Now, this could be bad. Very, very bad. So now we know everyone in... Do you know why this happened? Yeah. No, I don't. At this point. But, as you can see, everybody's been turned into a tree. And there's this weird sparkly stuff on the ground. Oh, and of course Jolt mentions that at the same time I do. But this sparkly stuff is actually it's very important to this part of the game, maybe. Well, what's gonna happen? So apparently now our party passes out, and game over, it looks like. Wait a second. The screen turned purple, and now there's stuff falling from the sky. And then our good friend Jolt here figures out very quickly that this is in fact what caused people to turn into trees. But, sadly, our party can't move. It looks like it's the end of the line for them. But, what's this? Bubbles of protection, maybe? What can this be? It seems to be protecting us. That's good. Because, personally, I don't want to be a tree with a sword. That would just be awful. That barrier just... No, of course it didn't. What? Matto is right. Who knew? So not Ivan. Jolt makes the crazy prediction of saying that their Psynergy protected them. Funny thing, Psynergy, it seems like you have to use your mind. But, from what it seems, the barriers were created from the Psynergy. Yes, Psynergy is the only one you use to concentrate. But, apparently some Psynergy, will only activate when you're in mortal danger. Because Jolt is very certain that we were protected by Psynergy. well, now they're actually talking about the battle system. I find that kind of funny. He's like, oh, it's like luck. Like when we strike critical hits in battle. If we could use it at any time, well, then the game would just be unfair. So I'm gonna say no. Mato then points out that Dark is just one of those kids who doesn't really care about anything. So it looks like our good friend, the very glitchy bubbles, have returned to protect us from the falling sparkly stuff. And now there's this weird guy talking. He looks like a ghost. And now I assume that's his wife. They're immune to Tret's glamour. Have they come to save that village with their strange powers? Sadly, this person remarks that there is nothing that can save them. But apparently Kolima took their axes to him, so I'm guessing he's a tree. And apparently they control the forest. And when the forest dies, or when they die, everything will die. But now Tret says that... So now Tret says that he is turning... Or if he dies, then everybody will die. So sadly, apparently the kind Tret will never talk anymore. And that can't be good. because if Tret is evil, well, if a Forest King is evil, then how will they be turned back? So now Tret mentions that he's gonna die again as our glitchy bubbles disappear. Isn't there anything we can do? Of course there is. We're gonna go save them. I have a perfect plan. Mato. And now, let's move on. Actually, if you cannot shop here yet, but the reason I came here is because this house, you'll notice there's a Djinn right there. Now, it doesn't look like it, but this is like one of the few houses in the game you can actually enter from the back. But if you enter the Kolima Forest first, you will get this scene as well. But I stopped here to pick up this Djinn. And apparently there are fights underground. Who has, like, seriously, who would actually let that happen? Oh, great, it ran away. But who would let that happen, honestly? Just, living in my house. Hey, that was there? Oh well. But, who would let just monsters move into the basement of your house? Like, why? What would be the point in that? But anyway, we move up. And the Djinn, I believe this one's Granite. He joins us without any problems at all. So as the machine gun fires, we get the Venus Djinn Granny. Or Granite, not Granny. Wow. Alright, so here's... Alright, I'm gonna press L. This is our character's status. As you can see, Dark is a level 5 Squire right now. Now, if I equip his second Djinn, which is Granite, set it. Now I check his character status. He's now a level 2 Knight. Knights are, well, that's his second title, technically. But what a title will do, each title gives its own special stat boost. and allows your character to gain new Psynergy. So, for instance, if I were to give trade granite for forge, as you can see, they will both change their titles to brutes, and they will lose significant amounts of every stat except for attack, pretty much. But that's actually a decent attack. But I will not. And if you check the Psynergy now, he will learn growth and will lose quake, earthquake, and cure. And then if I check Matto's, he will learn growth and lose flare and fire. So I'm not gonna do that. But you can experiment as much as you want with the titles in this game. In Golden Sun, I tend to just give the party each character's like own element Djinn, because I tend to just not like. I just don't really like the other spells or other synergies they give you. Like growth, it's an earth type attack in battle, but it's not very powerful. I believe if you give Isaac or Dark, whatever his name is, a Jupiter Djinn, he will actually learn like pretty much only support attacks, and that's kind of annoying. So everybody's gonna heal themselves up, use their own herbs this time, because that's why I bought their own supply. So use your herbs. Oh, you're at full health. Alright, so now we're gonna enter the Now we're gonna enter the Kolima Forest as soon as I finish destroying these things. If you heard that vibrating, that's my cell phone. It tends to go off like that. Randomly, of course. So, let's just finish off these enemies, and we will... Oh, wow. Why are they killing him? Heal, attack, attack. Well, as soon as we finish off this battle, we will enter the forest. And there we go. Jolt can use his herb. So now everybody has 9. Alright, this is the Kolima Forest. Nothing special here. It's just... I find it more of an annoying area. Because there's really, to be quite honest, no items. Well, there is one item you can get, but that item is very annoying to get. And I'll give it the old college try, but I'm not sure if I will be able to get it. Just putting that out there right now. So, we're gonna finish off more rats, I guess. Oh, Jolt failed the rat, and now we learn Knight's Spire. Spire is an attack that Dark will not learn unless he is a knight or above. So just keep that in mind as you go through the game. Titles will affect what you learn. Switching Djinn will change everything you learn. And we learn Flare Wall. He will learn that regardless. So, am I really already forgetting what to do here? Oh my god. Just kill a bee. But it seems like the animals in the forest have also like warped in some way. Like, I'm pretty sure bees aren't normally drone bees. Because to me that sounds like a robot. I'm not sure if it seems that way to you guys, but wouldn't you think of a drone bee as like a robot? Whatever. Oh my god. Ooh, 2 drone bees now. This is why this game can get a bit crazy with the encounters. Not gonna lie there. Just gonna keep beating them down. I'm gonna need the experience for this upcoming fight anyway. It is, that is not fun. So we're just gonna go around here, up and around. I bet I'm gonna get another fight. There it is. It seems that fire isn't that effective here, or not fire, earth. And if you notice, some enemies will actually gain back their Psynergy points. Even though if humans can't use Psynergy, or if most humans can't use Psynergy, I don't understand why a monster will be able to use it. Okay, do you see that moving thing down there? Well, that is actually an item. So we're going to choose our catch Psynergy. Oh, gotta get closer. Sorry. We're going to use our catch Psynergy and grab that, and we obtain a nut. A nut is basically just an upgraded herb. Basically it's an upgraded herb, as I said. It will restore 200 HP instead of the normal 50 you'd get for consuming an herb. So keep that in mind. Later in the game you will be able to buy nuts. So just keep that in mind. But most of the nuts you'll find, you'll either get as a reward for killing enemies, or you'll either get it as a reward for killing enemies, or you'll get it by, oh crap. You'll either get it for completing a catch puzzle, or just, or not really a catch puzzle, a catch moment in time, I guess you could call it. You'll either get it by catching stuff or monster drops. But so now, very simple puzzle. Moving on, as you can see, that bridge is down, so we couldn't really cross it anyway. And that is probably one of the quicker areas in this. I guess you could call it a dungeon. But, oh, critical. Dang. The enemies aren't too annoying. They just appear a lot. But then again, first time through this game, I was a much higher level. Wait, does that carry over? No, it doesn't. Awesome. I'll use herb. I'm just gonna heal up again because I'm apparently getting my butt handed to me. Gonna get all my guys up to full life. Not before I encounter another battle, of course. No. I'm almost to the point where I'm just gonna start running and then just level a bunch of times off screen, just so that I don't really have to do fights in the video. But that's just, I might do that, I might not, depends. But the fights tend to be pretty easy, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, this is the puzzle that I get stuck on usually, and I'm up to the 25-minute mark, so I'm actually gonna cut the video right here. This has been part 6. I hope you guys join me for part 7. It should be a fun time, because I love this puzzle, even though it's extremely easy. It's actually very easy, but if you want to get the item, it's extremely annoying. So I'll figure that out, and see you guys in part 7.